Before and after excavating an ancient Greek stadium. This is how they found it, and after they dug it all up, this was what was hidden away inside. This is fascinating, but also kind of sad to think about, like, how much we've lost because it just looks like this. How did they even realize, like, I mean, I guess you can kind of feel that there was a stadium there. It looks like a natural stadium, like the trees just made naturally. We just gotta start digging everywhere. Isn't this why people think there's, like, lost cities that we haven't found yet? This is messing with my head. This was the first ever black samurai, which happened in 1579. Aren't they making a movie about this guy? This is a really crazy story. Oh, so there's an anime about him, but there was gonna be a live action with Chadwick Boseman. Fuck, that would have been so good. This is a 1500-year-old ceramic figurine. This was made by the Mayans, and it clearly has an attachable helmet. For just an extra $15.99 in Mayan money, you can add this little thing. This is actually a really good design, man. They should have kept going with that. Maybe this is why the Mayans disappeared. Like, they were able to create action figures and, like, you know what? Screw civilization. What's there to live for anymore? Rockets versus air defense system. This looks like a movie poster, honestly. All they needed was, like, one to have blue and the other one to be red, but why would they waste their money on that part of this device? I'm pretty sure the color is the least part they're thinking about. Dystopian handmade miniature. Welcome to London. Oh, this is clearly not 1500 years ago, though. This already looks way too good. You could stop right there. How do you do newspaper like that? We need to go back to, like, old stop motion animation just so we can use all these miniatures in a movie. 18 miles per hour can look very different. Bianca, she's small. Gavin, oh, he big. Damn, it looked like she is terrifying. She's gonna track you down. I don't care if you're in, like, a car. Like, just looking at this, I'd be more afraid of Bianca, even though Gavin is 6'5", 295. Like, this dude ain't gonna catch me, but she gonna mess me up. That's probably why they say, like, never run away from a bear. They never look fast, but that's why it's misleading. Wolves and ravens have a very special relationship. When ravens find a dead animal, they make a lot of noise to draw the attention of the wolves. The wolves then open up and hide and provide Karen for the ravens. Ravens also interact and play with wolf pups. I mean, aren't they close to, like, the same intelligence level? Aren't they both really smart? Apparently, ravens are #1, though, at least according to Tree Hugger. Wolves aren't even in the top 10. Squirrels are smarter than wolves. Who made this list? This looks like BS. Dolphins are said to be #2. I guess that sounds right. For 2,000 years, the waters of the Euphrates have washed over this Roman mosaic. This is like the most beautiful image. This doesn't even look real. If I just stumbled upon this, I would have swore, like, the dwarves were hidden in this or something. Dwarves or elves hidden behind the stone. Is this causing damage, though? Like, how has erosion not, like, just messed this thing up? How is it still legible? Here's a look into a flooded mine, and you can see where the tracks were laying. Probably not in use anymore. I don't know. That's just a guess, though. Kind of terrifying to think that, like, mines can just get flooded this badly. This is such a dangerous hobby, like cave diving like this. These guys have balls of steel. Camping with Stella in the Alaska range. Who's Stella? This wouldn't be fun, because you know... Oh, that's it. Yep, there it is. -15 Fahrenheit. I was gonna say, this doesn't look that cold. He is dying inside. Putting up a tent isn't fun normally. I couldn't imagine it in, like, this type of weather. Oh, is this so you can create a fire? Oh, that's... Man, why don't I have tents like this? My tents are like $20 and they barely stand. Got himself some pancakes. Wow, this is really nice. From afar away, this looks like a different planet. Okay, but... one thing, polar bears. What about that part? In this town in Iraq, there's a 6-foot-tall monument of the shoe that the journalist threw at George Bush. Now, he threw 2 shoes, though. Man, they should make 2 monuments, I feel. I still, to this day, do not know how he was able to dodge that thing. He must have slowed down time like the Matrix. Welcome to the cow wash. Man, this dude just almost landed straight on his buddy. Is this, like... How do they continue them? I'm surprised that the cows are down for that, though. Like, is there no fear? Oh, you poking them with a stick? I see. Gotta force them in. This person is the 11th person in her family to wear this 120-year-old dress. Has it been modified at all? So it used to be a lot more puffy back in the day. Slowly, it's lost its elasticity. I don't even know. What is the word? Is there, like, some sort of maintenance place you can go to for, like, fabric and stuff? It seems like it stayed pretty good in style for the most part. Like, I don't think I would, like, double take it like the bride, like, what the hell are you wearing? I don't think. This is the gravesite for the Swiss man who created the alien creature. And among other things, you can really tell, like, you can feel that vibe. This seems like it should be its own art style. Maybe it is, like, there's a name for it. To have your own creation like this is pretty cool. I wish I could do that. I would just have some stick figures or something. This person was just casually in their plane when a rocket was taken off, the Atlas V. And then the fact that he was able to get this footage too, doesn't even seem real. Also, this seems a little bit close, don't you think? I mean, I know that there was like miles and miles separating the two objects, but you would think that you wouldn't even really be able to see something like this from your plane. I don't know, maybe I'm dumb. Venus flytraps put their flowers really far away from their actual traps, so they don't accidentally kill their pollinators. Like flies down here, but bees and stuff, you good. You passed the vibe check, bro. This is what the supermoon looks like around the Temple of Poseidon. It almost like perfectly lines up. It's like this temple was made for the moon, except the moon has nothing to do with Poseidon. Well, did they work together? Greek mythology, I don't even know. Oh yeah, she drives the moon chariot across the heavens. Colorized footage from 1901 England. This kid looks terrifying. That doesn't look like a kid. Oh, all the kids look terrifying. Why are the kids so scary looking? Adults, chill, but these are little demon kids. Are we even sure they're children, or are we looking at just very small people? I wonder if they even know what they're looking at. I mean, they know something is going on. I don't know if they know it's a camera exactly. I'm wondering if there was some sort of digital enhancement for the face, because there's just no way the resolution would be that good. Random fighting happening. Okay. The first World Star video. I love how like that's some of the first footage of humans in history. And of course it's capturing a brawl. This person just got into the world record for putting 1,500 Jenga blocks onto one. My palms are just sweating looking at this thing. And the crazy thing is like how much more did he have to go? He could have kept going. He probably just got the world record and decided to stop just in case. How do you even do this? Because there's so little surface area. Like does he have to put the Jenga blocks on each sides on at the same time? Because when it comes like out this way, when you put like something as small as just a Jenga block, could have the whole thing tumbling down, no? This is the Jenga master. I don't want to play Jenga against this guy. This person's collection of uranium glass. Is anyone else terrified by the word uranium? I feel like just looking at this thing is going to give me radiation poisoning, let alone like using it as an actual like thing to put my lips on. I guess there's no health hazard from actually touching any solid form of uranium. Just wash your hands afterwards so that any trace of it doesn't actually get inside of you. Okay, this is the oldest person living in America. She's 114. And she looking good too, damn. For 114, actually, like, it is a little scary. Because I've seen some other people that are over 100 and they look like zombies. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is a Serbian combat diver. Why? I guess just because Serbia, that's why. I didn't know that you could really have combat divers, but let alone like this whole outfit and everything just to terrify your enemies. This would be a very scary last image you'd see, like as he like rises out of the river. In the 1880s, the director of Harvard Observatory was often frustrated with his staff and supposedly said, "My Scottish maid could do better." So he decided to hire her, ran a team for decades, classified thousands of stars, and discovered white dwarfs and a horseshoe head nebula. Some of those staff working at Harvard probably don't know how to hustle anymore. This is a genius move right there. Next to the coin is a human egg. I forgot. Technically, there are human eggs. This is a cluster of 10 human eggs. I don't know why it just sounds weird to say that. Human eggs? Like, we're eggs? How about no? How about no? It's a huge black bear. This man has no idea. Oh no, there's a kid. Oh. All right, this is like a horror movie. It's just too big to be casually walking around like that, to be honest. Is he gonna go in the cellar? No, he's just chilling. Okay. I wonder, like, who discovered the footage? Who discovered that the bear just walked on by? This looks like a neighbor's house. Is the neighbor just like casually always checking his security camera? He just came across this gold. Transforming an old school bus. We've got a school bus, and he's going to turn it into a magic school bus. Wow, it actually does look like that. Took 563 days though, but then again, like, it's got to be able to shrink down into microscopic size and then also like go into outer space if it's a magic school bus. This is an American discovering a secret inside of a Danish hotel. What the hell? Is there drainage? Oh yeah. Wow, that's some good designing. It's because everyone in Denmark played with Legos as kids. They're like all incredible engineers. This is a petrified iron ladder. To me, it doesn't look too scared. I didn't even know that petrified had two meanings. Changed into a stony substance. Ossified. I mean, hey, you know that that ladder is super safe though, right? I mean, it's like a rock ladder now. I mean, iron is pretty safe, let alone, I think. But now you're really good. That's never going anywhere. This is a sunrise in Myanmar. I love how you can just see like the buildings, the structures peeking over the treetops. There's like a couple of them in there too. too. This looks like a dream. It doesn't even look real. The Dutch citizens of New Amsterdam constructed a 12-foot wall in the 1640s. But of course, New Amsterdam was still taken by the British. This would eventually become New York, and the wall was taken down, which later became a street known as Wall Street. I've heard this story before, but to actually see the design, pretty amazing. If only this wall was better, we could have had a New Amsterdam still to this day. Maybe like a little city-state area, the only city-state area of North America. I seriously doubt that, but I'm just playing around.
Tap it crazy. Tap it crazy.
Look.
What?
I'm tapping the table and nothing.
Spider doesn't care about.
And I go here on my phone and I touch the camera.
It can see invisible.
Feels what I'm
Okay, wait,
touching on
stop.
the camera.
Okay, go.
What?
That is so weird.
Damn, and then they still have the audacity to say, ew. You should be in awe for like this superpower it has. Like, I would keep it now. This is an ancient Aztec breed, looking like a dog breed, is it? I don't even know. Look, it has like a mohawk. It was considered by them to be guides for the dead to the underworld. Are they like, I don't know, this is gonna sound dumb, but can you keep one as a pet? I don't think I would want to, because I don't think I'd want it anywhere near my house. I'm just like wondering why like everyone doesn't have these things running around everywhere. This is the same photo of Norway, one in 1888, just barren wasteland, and then in 2013. Incredible. It's all kind of come back. I mean, you know, 130 years later, but still, it's possible. Those trees look awfully thin still to be 130 years. Maybe they planted them like 50 years ago, though. We've got just casually the luckiest man on Earth. Where is he even sticking? I'm guessing the windshield is busted, so that's how he's sticking his head through. I don't think it's as close as it might appear to be. Regardless, it's still crazy. This thing went like perfectly down the center divider. I mean, it's good that it wasn't a passenger, but if the passenger was in a certain spot, he might have been okay too. Let's try it again. Let's throw a passenger in there and see what happens. Another mosaic in Turkey. This was discovered and it's about 2,000 years old. Why are we just like discovering all these crazy mosaics? And why is it always Turkey? Turkey is just on it. I don't know if we're just like always discovering things, if they're just always digging. I mean, obviously Turkey is a very old place, but they've just been finding so many sites. It's crazy. Once again, if it's like just amazing nature, it's almost always Norway. This was created over thousands of years of the wave crashing into this stone. Why is my first instinct to try to figure out how I can get up there? It's hard to tell how actually big this is, but I have to stand on this thing. A blackbird with its Uber. That's a pretty nice ride too, man. I'm gonna give him 5 out of 5 just for the ride alone. Where did he find this bad boy? He could have added another bird, honestly. 2 passengers. Bird Uber is a whole different level. This took 38 years and it's a miniature of ancient Rome. How did it possibly take 38 years? I mean, it must have been a journey from like when this person was a teenager. How many times did he have to like deconstruct the thing because he realized something was like slightly historically off? He must have built like all of the miniatures himself too. That's gotta be it. 38 years? It's a cheeseburger frog. I don't think that's the official name, but I would name him Cheeseburger. They always want to tell you all about the chemicals in the water doing stuff to frogs, but they don't tell you there's some benefits to that. Benefits for McDonald's, that is, anyways. Frog meat. A building designed around a 326-year-old tree. I don't know. Seems like a cool idea until the tree decides it doesn't want to live anymore. Then what are you gonna do? Or like lightning strikes. Actually, this doesn't seem like a good idea at all. What is this person thinking? And big thanks to the patrons of May. Drew's Argentinian Grandpa. I'm About a Nut. LuxembourgLover. Poppy Drew Woo. I Love Drew Durnil. AryanAfterHours. Stormtrooper 501. Zeffi. Patrick C. Manny 74. Kaylee K. M203 BrushEm. Ian L. FusionWolf. Anthony G. EpiNick. EpiNick. Elijah Senpai. Dalton D. Call of Tortoise. Anikyte. Aaron F. And Aaron F. 2.